Well friends, we're at World Maritime Day 2025. Great opportunity for maritime workers to come together and celebrate those who gave all and served overseas in times of war. 1 in 8 Australian seafarers died in the Second World War. When seafarers went to work, they went to war. And it's just a proud legacy where we come together each year, make sure we recognise their service, their contribution to the maritime environment, but also make sure that we continue that legacy moving forward. As an island continent, Australia has a rightful place for seafarers. There's a position where there should be more Australian seafarers, not less. And we come here today to celebrate everyone who's given their life and served in the industry over decades, as well as call on future governments and future generations to make sure we've got a vibrant and functioning Australian merchant navy. Australia deserves nothing more and nothing less, and it's time for the government to get on board too for the Australian Strategic Fleet.
We're here today at the beautiful Maritime Museum, of which our MUA National Secretary is on the board of these days. We're trying to get greater recognition of our merchant fleet and our merchant navy and their efforts throughout the years in support of this great country, Australia.
This year's World Maritime Day theme is Our Ocean, Our Obligation, Our Opportunity. And that says a great deal about the importance of maritime workers in global trade, in the global economy, and our importance to national economic activity. And it's something that's not often reflected on. And often these are days that are more sombre than they should be, because we recognise the incredible harsh conditions that most seafarers continue to find themselves in the world today. And it's unions like the Maritime Union of Australia and organisations like the International Transport Workers Federation that actually recognise the significance of maritime workers and do everything we possibly can to build dignity and decency in our workplaces.
I'm here because I've had friends that have been seafarers for many, many years. I have acted for all sorts of personnel when I was a legal officer with the union, including seafarers, but also port workers and others. And I can't do anything other than contemplate every year around this time of year the sacrifices that were made by people that are in large part gone unrecognised by society, and certainly not very well recorded either in history. Hopefully that contribution assists in a more peaceful, a more fair and a more reasonable world for all. And if you can't enjoy it today at World Maritime Day, you don't get a better opportunity than this, so I'm glad I was able to come.
I went to sea in 1978 and I retired in 2018. My grandfather was a wharfie, my father was a wharfie and a seaman, I was a seaman, and my son was a seaman who's become a wharfie. I guess you can say that it's in the blood. The contribution of seafarers and wharfies to the defence of Australia is just unbelievable. As you've heard earlier, 1 in 8 seafarers died during World War II, not just in Australia but all over the world. More per head of population, more seafarers died than all the armed forces combined, Army, Navy and Air Force. It was a tragedy. They were sitting ducks, they were picked off like flies. I sailed with one fella who did the Archangel run, which was from the UK to the States and back across the Arctic Ocean. He had 5 ships blown out from under him during the war, and every time they got blown up, they got put on another one and told, get back out, and they did. The heroics was just astonishing. I'm so proud to be a seafarer, and I'm so proud of the heritage that our union played in the defence of our country.
It's important for us as younger members of the MUA to engage with our history and to make sure that we are respecting those that have come before us, and that we keep those traditions alive. And on behalf of the Women's Committee, I know that we're doing what we can to spread the word and to encourage younger members to be a part of our great traditions, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.
Absolutely a pleasure today to lay a wreath. Been coming to these for quite a while now, and it's good to see we hold up the tradition and the true meaning of World Maritime Day commemoration celebration.